In this video, I want to talk about the state of the world, the state of the energy at this point in time that we are experiencing. It looks really funky. It looks really wacky. There's a lot of fear surrounding global events, political events, medical things like that. You hear it in the news all the time. We're going through a lot of things on a personal level that is in alignment with the same types of things we're experiencing externally. Remember, the cause is the energetic effect internally, and the effect is what's happening externally, the reflection. So we're going through these experiences so that we can continue to move through this ascension process. This process is happening on an individual level, on a planetary level, at the solar system level, and the universal level. So this is something that is just happening in our manifested reality. And you came here to experience this. This is all for you. Now, the fear that we're going through is something that we need to pass through. This represents eons of unprocessed emotions, dense emotional trauma, karma, whatever you want to call it. These are things that have been passed down from generation to generation as the planet went through the descension process, where fear really took hold, control took hold. We call it the matrix. And now we are reversing that, and we are going through an ascension process with the new grid being established, the galactics here in full force to really assist us in this process and observe this. We are the ground crew. We are the eyes on the ground that are here experiencing the ascension process from the human perspective. That allows our galactic guides to experience it as well through us. So when we are rising in frequency, in order for that to happen, we need to clear or create space within our physical body so that our physical bodies can rise in frequency as well. And the way we do that is we go through the process of energetic healing or shadow work. We need to uncover and experience all of these emotional traumas that has really been around for a long, long time. It's been stored in the body. It's been passed down generationally, and you've experienced a lot of it as a result when you were younger. So that is coming forward to be experienced. So we're clearing or healing these generational lines that have been passed down energetically, okay? As well as the reinforced traumas that have occurred when you were young in life. So for that to happen, we need to experience this stuff. And this is all coming up, and it's coming up in a way that is bringing forward memories, maybe things you're not familiar with, maybe things that have happened in prior lifetimes, as well as things that have happened in this lifetime. The emotional, energetic trauma or energetic signature of these traumas, it's being triggered. It's being triggered. You're seeing it in your reality, and it is coming forward so that you can experience the healing of that. And when we can do that and hold space and allow ourselves to really feel that emotional trauma, it rises in frequency. And as it rises in frequency, the body rises in frequency, and we become a magnet for higher frequency light. Remember the law of attraction. Okay, so we're attracting like vibration. So it's a chicken and an egg type of thing. We're doing the healing, raising our frequency, attracting more high frequency light, but on the same time, more high frequency light or energy is coming in, and we are manifesting that in our reality. But in order to do that, we have to experience the energetic blockages and the dense energy that has been stuck within the body. That manifests as that comes up as traumas and triggers in reality. Have you been going through a lot of weird things lately? A lot of weird traumas, triggers, maybe situations in your life that are bringing forward this stuck energy, this dense energy, really tying back to traumas that maybe you had early in life or maybe in prior lives? That's happening now so that we can move through this dense energy and heal it on a personal level and heal it on a collective level. Because when you can do that, again, it allows for higher frequency light to land, to ground into the planet and raise the frequency of the planet and thus the collective. So you are healing yourselves, and you are healing the collective and the planet and the solar system and the entire universe as well. The energy we've been receiving too is really activating a lot of DNA and codes within us that are really opening you up to be able to experience different timelines. So throughout your day, you're going to be moving through different timelines. And there's going to be subtle differences in that. Maybe weird things are going to happen. You're going to maybe hear a song on the radio kind of jump to a different song. Just an example, seeing a lot of synchronicities, things like that. Maybe objects being misplaced. You thought you had it somewhere and it turns up somewhere else. Also, weird flashes, deja vu memory, and things like that can be happening right now because we're peering and becoming aware of different realities simultaneously. See, when we're living as a human and identify fully as the human, we're focused on a single reality that can be perceived through only the five senses. But as we open up and we remember we're multidimensional beings and we start living as our higher self, embodying that energy, living as a multidimensional being, you start to become aware of other realities that are occurring simultaneously. And your awareness is going to pass through those throughout your day. And it feels really, really weird. For me, it's been feeling like I'm in a dreamlike state. The reality that I find myself in now really no longer resembles what I was in growing up, which was a really more of a fixed reality. This is a lot more fluid. There's a lot of energy stuck in me that I could feel. I've got a lot of weird pains in my body, my lower back, been working on sacral and solar plexus breathing and things like that to help free that up, root chakra stuff. Okay, generally it's the lower three. And this stuck energy is coming up. I'm feeling the pains physically, and I'm having it reflected out into my reality in weird scenarios, weird situations, traumas, fears, anxieties, things that I used to live in a while back are now coming forward again for me to fully process. So they're coming up so that I can bring consciousness to it, hold the space, and allow those versions of me that are traumatized to breathe, allow them to be. And that allows that energy to reintegrate, and it rises in frequency, and my body, physical body, rises in frequency. So we're moving up into a 4D field physically. So we're starting to live in that space that we were really only able to access in our dreams when we were sleeping years ago. So now we're in that space through our waking state, and that feels really, really strange. Now, the lower fourth dimensional field holds a lot of fear energy. It allows that fear to live and to breathe so that it can be felt. So if you're passing through that, just know that that is a normal part of the process. Things are going to start to reflect out that are going to bring that fear forward. Now, if your guides are moving in, your galactic guides, you may have, or even your spirit guides, you may have experiences with what we could term as dark entities. Okay, and these dark entities are really the higher frequency versions of you that are coming closer into your field, activating DNA and energy within your body. And the fears that are blocking that connection, that clear connection, that manifestation of them as light beings is coming out. It's being reflected forward. So if you're seeing dark shadows, you're feeling fear, you're feeling a weird presence, things like that, know that that's your guides coming in, coming closer, bringing their energy forward. It's passing through your body, and it's getting or encountering dense energy, these fears, these programs, these limiting beliefs of dark energy. And that's how their energy can manifest initially. So it's important to know that it's all you. Okay, you don't need to protect yourself. What you need to do is feel the energy that is rising up within you, the fear, breathe with it, love into it. Your guides are showing you energetic blockages that are in the way. And in order to bring those blockages to your awareness, it's going to reflect out in a way that's going to trigger those dense emotions, such as fear. Remember when the galactic guides first came to me, I was in bed. I woke up, I had a sleep paralysis episode, and I saw 3 dark beings standing next to my bed. As soon as they realized I was able to see them, one of them reached out to me. Very scary experience, fear. The next morning I connected with my guide, and he told me that, in fact, those were my galactic guides, right? He called them my henchmen because they appeared as scary figures, but nevertheless, they were versions of me coming through. So I had to sit with that realization, feel that fear so that I could heal it. Once I did that, my connection with the galactics became so much more clear. Okay, so know that if you're experiencing those types of things, it's just the energy awakening within you. The multidimensional aspects of you are coming back online with the assistance of your higher self, your spirit guides, your galactic guides, which are higher versions of you. Okay, we cut ourselves off or separate ourselves from them because of programming, limiting beliefs, fear, and things of that nature. Okay, that keeps us solely human and disconnected from our higher dimensional energy. So as that energy starts to activate and comes back online, it's only natural that you're going to experience all those programs and limiting beliefs and fear and anxiety that kept you separated from those parts of you. Okay, they're going to manifest out. And especially as we're rising up through this fourth dimensional field, a lot of that stuff's going to really manifest very, very easily now. So it's important to realize that you are in a very fluid, a less anchored reality, a less dense reality right now. And your thoughts and your programming can easily control what that reality looks like. Okay, because we're in an energy that is much faster at manifesting what's going on inside. Okay, so be aware of that. So mind your thoughts, be aware of your thoughts. Okay, if you're constantly in fear, constantly have anxiety, you're living, in the past or the future, bring it back to the present, feel that energy. Okay, otherwise that subconscious energy, that dense energy that is a result of programming and trauma is going to manifest a reality that's in alignment with that. Okay, so when you could feel that, bring awareness to it and allow it to be and feel it and process it, you could start to take control over what's manifesting in this reality. As you move through that fear bandwidth, okay, as you rise in frequency, you could start to make a conscious intent on what you want to focus on. You could really envision your reality, and it is more likely to manifest much more quickly in this energy that we have happening or going on right now. Okay, so think of this reality as a very fluid place. It's an amazing place to be. It gives you the ability, just like when you're in a dream, when you're sleeping, a lot of the subconscious fears and programming can come up in the dream. It's a much looser state. Okay, it gives you an ability to feel and experience something without it having to manifest here when you're awake, in your awakened state, okay, in wakefulness state during the day. But now, as we're moving up into this field and we're awake in this higher frequency energy, those things can manifest much more quickly. So it's very important to just bring awareness again to what you're thinking and what you're feeling and allow it all to be. Okay, your mind is going to try to pull you out of alignment, pull you into these thoughts that it's familiar with. Your ego is going to try to do that. Pull yourself back. Okay, bring awareness to it, recognize it, and use your imagination, use your visualization, your affirmation techniques, things like that, to be able to really create a picture of what you want your life to look like. Okay, of what you want to manifest, and feel it. Let it come from the heart, something that's in alignment with your higher self. This energy is also going to allow that to happen much more quickly. So we are taking control of the steering wheel, pulling it away from the ego. When we can use our thoughts charged with emotional intent, you're going to much more easily be able to take control of your lives in this energy. You're being fully supported. So it's feeling a little dreamlike, deja vu-y, wacky, go with the flow. You are releasing the ties of the human being that you were, that was cut off from your multidimensional self. You are cutting those ties. Okay, you are healing that identity and bringing it back in, grounding, anchoring, and embodying more of your multidimensional energy. And that, because your frequency is rising, is creating a reality that is much less fixed, one that is much more fluid, that will flow with the conscious creator that you are. So take control away from your subconscious, bring that awareness to everything that's going on, all the programming, to the best of your ability. Make conscious choices to shift your life in a direction that's in alignment with your higher self, something that feels right from the heart, from your intuition, and live your life in a new way, because a new reality is birthing. And as we go through the pain points that we're seeing in the collective, all the political stuff, the global chaos, all of that, know that that is an energy that was previously buried that is now coming up again to be felt. That is part of the ascension process. So do your best to detach from fear based on what you're hearing. If you're hearing it in the news, if you're hearing it in conversations, let go of that. That's another opportunity to get out of subconscious programming and shift your energy and your awareness back to something that you can control, your conscious intent. And if we can all do that, we will move through this collective dark night of the soul with grace, and we will witness the birth of new earth as it manifests through each and every one of us. And the collective will then have the opportunity to step into that energy as well. So it's such an amazing, amazing time. You've got this. You're doing an amazing job. Just mind your thoughts, feel what comes up, and watch for the cool stuff, because it's really starting to happen. Until next time, thank you.